Welcome to the video on HCV Program Initial Lease-Up from the Corpus Christi Housing Authority. The Housing Choice Voucher Program, HCVP, also known as Section 8, is the federal government's major program for assisting very low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled to rent decent, safe, and affordable housing in the private market. Funding for the Housing Choice Voucher Program is provided to local public housing agencies through the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD. Housing assistance is provided on behalf of the family or individual and allows you to find housing, single-family homes, townhouses, mobile homes, and apartments that fits your needs. By enrolling in the HCVP, if you qualify, you will receive a voucher that allows for a portion of your rent to be paid directly to your landlord. The HCVP is an income-based program. However, there are other factors that come into play, such as criminal history, rental history, and citizenship/residency status that are determining factors for qualifying for the program. The Corpus Christi Housing Authority is a paperless agency, and all new and existing families must use online electronic platform apply.hacc.org for applying for benefits and also to update their information. Landlords are also required to use our landlord portal, which will allow them to register as a new landlord, update their information, check on payments, and also view inspection results. Rent Cafe is the electronic platform that is used to process all HCVP actions. An overall review and training on our electronic platform will be provided to all applicants and landlords on how to use our electronic platform. The Corpus Christi Housing Authority takes program fraud and abuse seriously. If you suspect that fraud is being committed by someone on the program, you can contact the Office of the Inspector General at 1-800-347-3735 or HUDOIG.gov to report fraud, or the Corpus Christi Housing Authority at 361-889-3300. When homes are affordable and accessible to jobs, good schools, and transportation, everyone benefits. Individual lives are improved and communities as a whole grow stronger. Corpus Christi Housing Authority is excited to share information with you, best practices for the initial lease-up process with the Housing Choice Voucher Program or HCV program. This video will review the initial lease-up process that occurs when a family is first awarded a Housing Choice Voucher. The HCV program provides a rent subsidy to qualified families for them to find a safe, decent, and affordable housing. Public housing authorities, or PHAs around the country, implement the program in the same way as required by the Department of Housing and Urban Development or HUD regulations, such as deadlines to process new admissions for participation in the HCV program. While PHAs follow the same implementation and processing guidelines, there are some key differences to note. PHAs vary by number of vouchers they administer. This may impact how they process new admissions and their overall program. PHAs are independent and operate within state and local laws. Therefore, they may use different software to administer the HCV program and track new admissions information. PHAs vary by size of their staff. Some have dedicated staff that only work with new admissions, while others have staff that support the entire HCV program from waitlist to participant, recertification to termination. Now, let's walk through what happens once a family is awarded a Housing Choice Voucher. First, the voucher identifies some key information for the family. It has an issue date and an expiration date. This lets the family know how long they have to find suitable housing before the voucher expires. However, the family search time can be extended. If the family requests one in writing and the PHA grants it, then the family can have a 30-day extension to find suitable housing. See Section 6 of the voucher to learn more about requesting an extension. Additionally, the voucher has a monetary range. This is helpful information for the family to know as they search for an affordable unit and consider their household's budget. Next, the family will search for an affordable unit in the private housing market. A resource for finding a rental unit is affordablehousing.com. This is a free and easy-to-use service to find an affordable housing unit. Then, when the family finds a unit and the landlord or property management company agrees to rent to the family will request a request for tenancy approval, RFTA, for the landlord to complete. This step is completed as part of the initial lease-up process. The landlord or property management agent will complete their portion of the document and return it to the PHA for processing. The landlord and family must sign the RFTA. In addition, the following information must accompany the RFTA: a copy of the blank lease, proof of ownership, W-9, proof of SSN or EIN, a picture ID of the property owner, and direct deposit information. After the PHA receives the information from the landlord or property management company, the PHA will begin processing the landlord information to verify ownership information of property, verify and/or negotiate the rental amount to ensure it is affordable for the family, verify the bank and tax ID information, verify lease for compliance with HUD regulations. Then the PHA will conduct rent reasonableness survey of surrounding any similar properties to determine if the rent is reasonable. If the rent is reasonable, the PHA will schedule an inspection of the unit with the landlord or property management company within 15 calendar days. During this time, PHA will complete the rent calculation process. This determines what the Housing Assistance Program, or HAP, from the Housing Voucher Program will be, and what the family share of the rent will be. Once the unit passes the initial inspection, the lease-up process can begin. The family may move into the unit after the unit passes inspection. The CCA's policy requires families to move in on the first of the month. In the lease-up process, the family will sign the lease with the landlord. The PHA will complete the HAP contract and send it to the landlord or property management company for signature. Keep in mind, this step must be completed within 60 days of the lease date. When the PHA receives the signed lease, the family is able to move into the unit on the first of the month and start their lives in their new home. If you'd like to learn more about recommended best practices for facilitating a seamless initial lease-up period, be sure to watch our other video, Ensuring a Successful Initial Lease-Up Period. You can also review more information at HUD's website at hud.gov. To learn more about the HCV program in Texas, visit Housing Authority of Corpus Christi's website, hacc.org. Thank you for watching the video on HCV Program Initial Lease-Up. To watch the HCVP Initial Lease-Up video series, visit hacc.org.